On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 took off from Kuala Lumpur, heading to Beijing. There were 239 people on board. Less than an hour later, the plane disappeared. Radar data shows the aircraft changed direction and flew for hours. But no distress call was made. No clear reason was ever found. What we know is that pieces of the plane were later found on beaches in the Indian Ocean. This confirmed the aircraft crashed, but the main wreckage has never been found. Investigators offered several theories. Some believe the plane suffered mechanical failure. Others think there was human action involved. Another theory suggests a fire or loss of control. The search became the largest and most expensive in aviation history. Still, it ended without clear answers. Without the black box data, key details are missing. We don't know why the plane turned. We don't know what happened in the cockpit. More than 10 years later, Flight 370 remains one of aviation's greatest mysteries. The Indus Script is one of the oldest writing systems in human history. It comes from the Indus Valley civilization, around 4,000 years ago. In what is now India and Pakistan, thousands of small symbols have been found on seals, pottery, and tools. The symbols are short. Most texts are only a few signs long. What we do know is this: the Indus people built large cities, used advanced plumbing, and traded with other regions. So writing likely played an important role in their society. But here's the mystery. No one has ever fully translated the Indus script. The biggest problem is length. There are no long texts, no books, no stories, just short symbol groups. Some researchers think it is a real written language. Others believe it may be symbols for trade or religion. Another theory says it is not language at all, but a system of signs. There is also no known bilingual text, like the Rosetta Stone. Without that, comparison is almost impossible. Until more evidence is found, the Indus script remains one of history's greatest unsolved puzzles. In February 1942, just weeks after Pearl Harbor, the city of Los Angeles went into panic. Radar contacts were reported. Lights were seen in the sky. Anti-aircraft guns fired thousands of rounds into the night. Searchlights filled the sky for hours, but nothing was shot down. What we know is that buildings were damaged and several civilians died, not from enemy attack, but from falling shells and stress-related causes. The military later said it was a false alarm. Some blamed weather balloons. Others believed it was enemy aircraft. A few claimed it was something else entirely. No wreckage was ever found. No official answer satisfied everyone. The event quickly faded from headlines, but questions remain. What exactly flew over Los Angeles that night? No one knows for sure. Satoshi Nakamoto is the name used by the creator of Bitcoin. The name first appeared in 2008. Satoshi released a short paper explaining a new digital money system. Then, 2009, Bitcoin went live. What we know is that Satoshi communicated online using emails and forums. The writing style was clear and technical. No personal details were ever shared. In 2011, Satoshi stopped posting, then completely disappeared. Many people have tried to uncover the real identity. Some believe Satoshi is a computer scientist. Others think it was a group of people. Several names have been suggested, but none confirmed. Whoever Satoshi is, they control a large amount of Bitcoin, yet none of it has ever been spent. Without proof, everything remains guesswork. Until Satoshi returns or evidence appears, the creator of Bitcoin remains unknown. On September 22 and 1979, a U.S. satellite detected a strange flash of light over the ocean near Antarctica. The flash matched the pattern of a nuclear explosion. This event became known as the Vela Incident. What we know is that the satellite system was designed to detect secret nuclear tests. The signal looked real, but no country admitted responsibility. Some scientists said it was a hidden nuclear test. Others argued it could have been a sensor error. Another idea suggested a natural event, like lightning. The U.S. government investigated but never released a clear conclusion. Reports were delayed or classified. No physical evidence was ever found. No test site was confirmed. Because of this, the true cause remains unknown. To this day, the Vela incident is still debated by experts. The Black Dahlia is one of the most famous unsolved murder cases in American history. In January 1947, the body of 22-year-old Elizabeth Short was found in a vacant lot in Los Angeles. Her body had been cut in half and carefully placed on the ground. There was no blood at the scene. This meant the murder happened somewhere else. Elizabeth Short had recently moved to California. She hoped to become an actress. Friends described her as quiet and polite. The case shocked the public. Newspapers named her the Black Dahlia and published graphic details almost daily. Police received hundreds of tips. Many people confessed, but none of the confessions held up. Several suspects were investigated over the years. Some had medical knowledge, others knew Elizabeth personally, but there was never enough proof to charge anyone. Important evidence was lost or mishandled. Some witnesses died, others changed their stories. Despite decades of investigation, no one has ever been convicted. More than 75 years later, the murder of Elizabeth Short remains unsolved. On December 5, 1945, 5 U.S. Navy training planes took off from Florida. This mission was known as Flight 19. The weather was clear. The pilots were experienced. Then, something went wrong. Radio messages revealed confusion. The lead pilot believed his compass had failed. The group became lost over the ocean. Contact was eventually lost. All 5 planes disappeared. A rescue aircraft was sent out, and it also vanished. No wreckage was ever found. Some believe the planes ran out of fuel and crashed. Others suggest navigation errors. More extreme ideas link the case to the Bermuda Triangle. Without physical evidence, none can be proven. Flight 19 remains one of the most famous aviation mysteries ever recorded. In 2012, a strange message appeared on an online forum. It showed a picture with hidden text. The message ended with a name, Cicada 3301. Soon, people realized the image contained a puzzle. Solving it led to another puzzle, then another. The puzzles used codes, math, books, music, and computer skills. Some clues even led to real-world locations in different countries. A small group of people managed to solve many of the challenges, but the final goal was never explained. Cicada 3301 claimed they were looking for highly intelligent individuals. Some believed it was a secret group. Others thought it could be a government project. A few believed it was an experiment or an online game. New puzzles appeared again in 2013 and 2014. Then, suddenly, everything stopped. No one knows who created Cicada 3301. No one knows why it existed, and no group has ever proven they were behind it. To this day, Cicada 3301 remains one of the internet's most mysterious events.